Hi, babies. Welcome, welcome. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, babes, I love and appreciate each of you. Um, this is going to be a general collective reading for Leo. If you are new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, babes, I love and appreciate each of you. I think I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. I think it's still a little too loud. All right. Alright, sorry. Someone's lost in hypothetical. Somebody is lost in imagination. We aren't grasping reality. This may not be the person, or this may not be you. It may be the person around you. Um, for some of you, this person is causing confusion in your life because you are listening to what they have to say, and they don't even know what the hell's going on. Like, they may not even be clearly seeing the situation. Um, so just be aware of that. Welcome, loves. Alright. Let's see what there is for Leo. I love butterflies. Sorry, one just flew outside the window. Like, oh, pretty, pretty. I still haven't got my butterfly garden in. But then, like, there's a good chance I'm going to be moving, so I'm like, don't really want to fuck with it. But then I'm like, that's kind of a nice blessing for the next landowner. Right? Like, they might like the butterfly garden. I've got cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Hello, loves. Welcome. A new shedding of self. Others of you, there's a sit down that has to take place, an undoing. Like for some of you, if you're building something, it's like you kind of have to take it apart and start all over again. It may not be what you want to do, but it's going to be for the best because you started laying a foundation with wrong material in some way. Or if you had the right material, you started like putting it together in the wrong way. I've got karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. This is getting separated for a reason. For some of you, this applies in a different way, and you are having people removed from your life right now. They are not good for you. Their intentions aren't good for you. For some of you, I mean, maybe they do have good intentions, but again, it's imagination. It's not, they don't have clarity themselves, and so it's very misguided. But you listen to them over yourself. You listen to them over spirit. Like you listen to them. Thank you for them likes. I've got activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. Yeah, you're getting away from somewhere or someone and getting to somewhere else. For some of you, this is like a safe place. I am going to turn this down just a little bit more. Okay, we'll go with that. Hopefully that's not too loud. I had it 2 down again. But yeah, and it's a safe place. Some of you have to, yeah, deep cellular healing. You haven't done, like, you've maybe connected to somebody and voided your soul work, so you're getting separated from them. And, well, you get caught up on stuff because it's like you were supposed to be doing some kind of soul growth and you weren't. I've got deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Some of you guys let know what you're going through. I'm sorry, defenseless, past or writing past wrongs and uprooting. Some of you guys are eventually going to get an apology from someone. Some of you, this is only energetically. Others of you, I've got you bumping in the physical. But you heal whether or not you have that apology. For some of you, that's, what you're working on, is healing from this person. Booze. I'm doing a Leo Starseed reading. It is a general collective. Somebody I've gotten this like pay me how energy. I've got 5 of Swords coming out for somebody here. There's a battle that happened for a reason. You were attacked. For some of you, you weren't listening about this energy around you. Others of you, I have someone who keeps trying to get your attention. And it's like the demonic ass in class who wants to pull your hair. Right? Well, this will get them to notice me. If I attack them, then they'll at least pay me attention. Like, they literally thought energetically attacking you was, like, going to woo you. Because they're stupid and delusional. And that's what I'm saying. This person does not have a clear headspace. Leo, they are not thinking clearly. They are like, well, if I make them really sick, then they'll pay attention to me. Like, energetically attacking you. It's stupid. For some, they try and they can't. Right? They're like, oh, I think I'm attacking Leo. And I was like, no, you're being fucked with by lights that you can't even identify. Right? Because demons are blind and stupid. Okay, YT. Hey. Hey, Shaw. I'm not doing personals right now. If you're interested in a personal, you can ask at the end of the reading. Probably be about an hour from now. Alright. So we've got cracked open. Karmic relationships. Activated earth. Someone's skanked eyes. Their kids overdosing. Oh, there's so much fucking trauma to that family. Yeah, someone who ends in a gang rape. Devil. 10 of Cups. For some of you, this entity attacked your home. Others of you, this means like family, right? But this entity attacked your home. For some of you, you're looking at like try to hex your equipment or stuff. Hoping for like leaks in the ceiling, like I don't know, for, you know, semi-easy repairs. You know what I mean? Semi-easy repairs around the home. Something they feel like they could handle. For some of you, that's not much. Like, I hope you don't need more than a light bulb to go out. They're probably gonna cry and break a sweat on the inside because they're very weak, but they want to like seem capable to you and dependable. Like they would be useful around the home. This entity wants to move in with you. For some of you, be careful. It's like a sponge. Ew. That's gross. Nobody would ever want it. Run, Felicia, run. Yeah, 8 of Swords. 4 of Swords. This entity tries to bind you. And keep you trapped in a lot of ways. It prays that you fail. For some of you, like, I've got praise death if you don't pick it. Like, this thing is obsessed with you, Leo. Obsessed. When we mean karmic here. This thing ain't good. You guys, like I said, may not have been able to identify it. That's why it's getting separated. If you haven't been in this fight, this is why it's going to happen. For some of you, you know, you're going to hear shit that's said behind your back. Right? 4 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. I have somebody who dogs you because you won't accept them. Right? Others of you, this energy speaks very highly of you. And what you can do if you have children, they're very impressed with you as a mother. or father, but they're very obsessed with you. I've got 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're going to reach out to try and hang out with you, Leo. For some of you, this is someone who got separated from your past, and they're coming back around. And it's like, you know what I mean? I want to spend time with you. I want to hang out. Others of you, you know, honestly, let them pay for it. Get as much money as you can for it. For some of you, that's your fucking advice. You know what I mean? Others of you, you don't have to. You know what I mean? Or don't, whatever. But there's a whole collective where it's like they literally wanted your shit to get fucked up. They're willing to pay for it. You can get something brand new. You can get something brand new, boo-boo. I mean, pick nice. Pick nice. Because, you know, demon thinks it's sneaky. And it's like, do you understand how you're going to get used and manipulated here? Where you think you're winning. Right? Right. This shit probably only had, what, like a little bit of lifespan on it anyways. And it was like, it's going to need replaced in the next 3 years. You know, screw it. Let's make the demon think they're doing something. Right? And it's all working out to your favor, hun. 6 of Wands. Big ego. Somebody wants to, like, use you as a trophy. Right? They want to, what is that? Predominate, whatever. It's something where you guys, like, go around town. And it starts with a P. And it's not come to my mind right now. But yeah, they want to show you off around town, right? Like your arm candy. Others of you, I mean, they got people to go against you, or they are. Like, I've got this little egotistical hat who can't understand how they ain't even fucking worthy of you. Being like, they're not this, they're not that. For some of you, this entity is so low, they would get CPS involved with you. You know what I mean? For no freaking reason. Other than you said no. Right? So, just beware. You will be fine. But for some of you, there's this, like, dark entity that ended up just devolving because it can't have you. And it just wants to fuck up your life so that you'll give and be with it. Or it's not actually doing anything. Those of you where, like, it's allowed to do some things in the physical, it can't really do anything. You know what I mean? Like, anything that seems like it's big damages is not really big damages in the end. Right? And again, for some of you, like, CPS getting involved, although it's very stressful, isn't the worst thing. Because there's, like, resources it can get you and extra help. You know, so you might get help with, like, your utilities or something if you're struggling. Or, you know, getting kids ready for school or something if you're struggling. So there's, like, a blessing in it for you, even though this demon is trying to mess with you. And so you can understand your life is like a struggle right now. And it's so a demon thinks it's messing with you. Well, it fails. And you secretly go through these struggles and trials and tribulations that aren't, like, end of the world, but they have blessings in them. So you can keep getting blessed while something else thinks it's fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you are blessed. And you're going to stay blessed. They can't fuck with that. Right? But she's using you for a lesson right now. Right? You're getting used for a lesson. So just be aware of that. I mean, and this entity ain't gonna be in the physical much longer anyways, right? Like, this bitch gonna die. Because it don't want to learn. So, it's gonna end up not making it. And it's not like you can take money to the grave, right? The only thing that is forced to tolerate it really is its cat or something. So, it'll be fine. I've got 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. That 10. I've got... They're going to reach out. I'll fix this for you. I'll work on this for you. For some of you, you might need a toast soon. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to break your shit. And they can't. You know what I mean? But lessons. And like I said, let them pay for it. Let them pay for it. Right? This part was probably getting near the end of it anyways, right? You need new tie rods or some shit? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or something like, I bet you could sweet talk it, Leo. Now for some of you, I'm giving you some instructions. So maybe it'll be something like, your tire goes, right? And, you know, you can express, right? I would really feel better if, like, my car was checked over. I'm just worried something else is gonna go. You know what I mean? I don't want the mechanics. Let's just end to end look this thing over and make sure that uh, it's just safe and reliable, right? This is traumatic for me. I just wish somebody cared about me and what I was going through. It would just mean so much type thing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you gonna get to the right mechanic. The mechanic will be like, you know, tie rods could use an up pick. You know what I mean? And like, you know, maybe we could do your brakes too. You know, so maybe get new brakes and tie rods out of it. And it's like, you don't really gotta worry about is this steering or suspension, um, for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Like your ride kind of gets like an uplift, and you kind of get that like, you know what I mean? So it's all working out for you. But it's something annoying. Ugh, yikes. Wrenching. You know what I mean? Demons think they're so fucking sneaky. Demons think they can do shit. If you don't know anything, demons can't do anything. And the funniest part is when they have to come back around to you guys. Um, you know what I mean? Demons can't do anything. They just think they can, right? Now, if you're talking about like a soul falling, that's different, right? Sometimes people are allowed to use their gifts um, for a time span to prove that they would abuse them because they get blocked from them, right? And then it's like everybody knows why you don't have your gifts, so don't cry about it to us, right? Because that's what demons want to do, play victim. Well, this is just so unfair. No, um, but yeah, demons don't have any freaking gifts, right? But they'll show up and they'll be like, right, for the ones that are demons that don't have gifts, not the fallen things. If you can't keep up, which apparently some of you can't. Maybe got dropped. Right. Here, you're not lucky enough to have that excuse. But they'll show up to apologize like they have to. And in the end, it's not them. Like, you know, you had lights working things in a certain way, or demons thought they were doing things. So, some of you guys are really going to see another perspective to things. You guys might understand more what happens to demons when they think that they're around, especially if you're getting into, because I know a lot of the class is working on Behind the Veil right now, where it talks about, let's say, the soul judicial system. Like, if you fail out of life because you're an asshole, you know, what happens to you? If you tap out of life because you're like, this is just, you know, this is too much for me, then what happens? Right? Because you can transition and you can go to heaven, you can go to purgatory, and you can go to hell. So figuring out like what happens and where you go, right? But testing, right? When it's being tested and what they see and what they think. Someone's being tested around you, honey, and it's not going to end up living. For some of you, there's a lot of healing in a physical location near you that you can receive, especially if you went through a battle or something like that. There's a lot of healing in a physical location. For some of you, we're looking at like earth healing. So getting to the river, the lake, the forest, the field. There's somewhere that you're going to be able to sit and receive healing energy. Others of you, I'm getting messages like battered women's shelter. Um, so please listen to your instructions, because you don't want to stay stuck in phone back it. Hey Chalet, what's good? Is that Gaines? And row. Oh, that's just this row. Sounds like a double stroker. That you passed your classes. That's so funny. Hey, coffee. My mobile near me. That's just the angle. 10 of what? Oh, swords, sorry. 10 of swords, yeah. The thing that betrays you is coming around. You're going to see clearly real soon all the attacks that this thing tried to do to you. Expect a lot of dreams, messages during the day. If you can, please set aside time to journal out your spiritual battle, right? Because those are very important. And a lot of times that becomes our testimony for our families, right? So like if you were going to be making a grimoire for your family, which is very important if you know about them, I will be starting those probably next year with everybody, but I mean, independently I work with you, but doing a class and going over it probably next year, because I keep such a light schedule for my students. But in your grimoire, along with things like important herbs, stones, prayers, you have things like spiritual warfare, and your battles really help your family, right? Because really, what do we have to leave our family after we're gone, right? It's our wisdom. And so understanding what's really valuable, right? And, you know, if you leave them money, that's great. That's great to be able to leave them money. But money's going to be spent, hon. Money's going to be spent. It's not like that dollar is really going to remind them of you. Whereas that wisdom that you leave with them is something that you leave them with forever, right? Like, it's that voice that comes through out of nowhere and they're like, oh my gosh, my mom. You know what I mean? Like, wisdom sticks, wisdom stays. And that's kind of what gets you remembered. If you don't have any wisdom to leave, you don't get remembered, right? Because there's not a reason to. Welcome, loves. Thank you for those likes. Sorry you're stupid, coffee. Everybody else understands what's going on, actually. So, you just must be stupid. And I literally speak so that retards can understand me, like, on the slowest scale. Like, everybody's retarded. What I mean by that is, like, those who are very slow. You know what I mean? Like, I make sure everybody on the spectrum can keep up with messages, right? So if you can't keep up with the entire spectrum, right, then you probably shouldn't be here. It makes sense, right? Because there's actually a standard for living, and you're just proving coffee. You don't need it, right? So again, if there's bleach, feel free to drink it. If you're gonna, use blades, go down the road, not across it. I've got strength. Be ready, Leo. But you are so strong. Right now, you may not feel it, but understand you are a badass, right? Like, they don't understand how strong you are. If they did, they probably never fucked with you. But to be honest, there was a level of strength that they could recognize in you, and it was appealing. They just didn't like understand how strong you were. You guys are gonna recognize that. Some of you guys connecting back into it. Others of you, once you feel stronger, I mean, feel free to slay. I have you slaying when you figure this shit out. High Priestess, Queen of Wands, the Emperor, and the Star. Ugh. This thing, always trying to fucking heal it with you. King of Swords, thinking about you, trying to send shit to you. Seven of Pentacles. Like, when I say it's obsessed, like, every second of the day, there's a thought of you. Like, if it's not forced to think about something else, it's thinking about you. And it has to die. Like, it can't even function anymore. You broke it, Leo. Like, you're so fucking awesome that you literally broke this thing and it's like glitched. Like, I can't think because I'm at Leo. It's not good. No, health where it needs to be. Others of you getting really connected here soon. Especially in your month, you know what I mean? But I've got 8-8 being real big. Are we in Leo season officially yet? I can't remember today's date. I'll have to check. We might be in Leo season. That's so happy birthday. Right, we've got so many freaking calendars going. Alright, what else do we need to know, little Leo? Oh shit. Ace of Wands. Get ready to cast, yo. For some of you, this is going to be your first battle. You're going to do so much better than you realize. Hey, you guys got strength in you. And it's just like, you don't struggle whooping this little bitch's ass. Hey, Bass or Bass. I will not donate money to you. You can donate money to me, though. I've got 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, this thing has so much lack in it. And that's what it wants to bring to your life. I don't know. Others of you, watch if it's been trying to bring you down, like with verbal words, right? Like might be making comments about you as a parent. Just trying to break you, right? Anything to break you. The other things weren't working, right? Like you might be very strong, and the other comments, you know, that they made didn't really rock you. So they went after you as a parent. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. This thing's trying to work with you. Others of you, it got a group. The whole group suffers. The whole group suffers, Leo. Like, it's done. Dude, they are so stupid. Like, they're the I'll believe anything that's said. Right? I'll believe everything that's said. High Priestess. Again, being very gifted here, being very protected. Others of you, getting to see behind the veil real soon. Like, this is what happened. All of you needing to take, like, some kind of fig to pomegranate. And you understand that one day. Seven of Pentacles. They've been planning this for a while. They've been thinking about you for a while. And for some of you, something that you're trying to create seemed like it was really getting blocked in the physical. And it's not going to be anymore. Others of you, like I said, let them dip into their savings. Right? Don't let yourself take a punishment you don't need by trying to pay for this shit yourself. Like, right? And like I said, make sure you get as much as you can. Make sure you can get as much as you can at this ass at. Yeah, no. I'm worried about my ball joints too. Fix it all. Hey, Logan. I've got 6 of Cups. Yeah, this thing's in love with you. Some of you guys looking at bindings that tried to bind you in love. It can't. But I sure tried. Three of Wands. You guys are going to be making plans, though. Like I said, especially for some of you, this thing came at your kids. This Six of Cups, it came at your kids. It tried to manipulate your kids. Some of you guys looking at bribery. And it's like, that's why they bring shit to the kid. And you need to, like, tell them to stop. And if you did that and they didn't listen, then, you know, they shouldn't be around you or your child. Why are you letting a demon disrespect you in front of your child? Right. But I've got Three of Wands, right? You've got messages to receive and planning afoot. You're sad with that Son of Pentacles. Like, this thing's been planning this for a while, been doing this for a while. And that's why it's like, they're gonna die. I've got Nine of Pentacles. You are gonna glow up. You're still glowing up. Like, the thing is, like, the reason I came at you so much is because you're so wanted, Leo. I mean, literally, like I said, trophy. They want to show you off. Like, you're gorgeous. And it's not that you're gorgeous. I mean, it's beyond that. Like, your soul glows, right? You have such a good soul. And it's like there's so many eyes on you. And that's why they wanted you. And that's why they tried to attack you. They're just obsessed with you. Yeah. They don't realize how blocked and protected you are. Others of you, I mean, I have you being in recovery from a battle where, yeah, you might have got your ass kind of handed to you. You know what I mean? Others of you, not really. I'm looking at headaches for somebody, and that's about it. I've got the Hanged Man. Yeah, you're getting pulled back for a little bit, Leo, into a meditative state. You might be more hermited, but most of you is just schedule increases where it's like you have to meditate and journal out a spiritual battle. It is part of your contract, so I would fulfill that. I've got 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, and 2 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I understand being honored. I understand why you didn't want to, like, you didn't feel right adding them into the family. Like, as much as, like, even on the surface, this energy might have, like, presented itself like, I mean, yeah, I mean, they kind of do seem like a suitor, but you knew they weren't a suitor. Or if you entertained it, you're, like, fighting it. Like, others of you, I mean, you may have dated this person, but there's a reason this isn't growing the way that you want it to. So, you guys, this battle's, like I said, part of your legacy. Make sure you write it down. For some of you, you hit a new opponent level. Like, you can handle a new collective size. So if you were someone who had been in spiritual battles before, say you could only handle, like, one opponent. Well, now you can handle, and for some of you, you jumped group. I mean, like, you went from 1 to 10. So when I say your ass got handed to you, I mean, understand, like, now you can handle 10 opponents at once. So it's not the worst thing out there, but yeah, it felt like the worst thing out there. they just like, I want to get tough, strong. And so you took tough, strong route, Leo, and that's what happened. Alright. I'm gonna get strong fast. Yeah, that's what you wanted, the tougher class, right? I don't want to take a long time to get tough against a group. You were like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this fast. So you took the fast route. Now you're just kind of recovering from it. Others of you, you only went up by, like, an opponent, but now you're at the next opponent level. So I mean, which obviously next opponent level, next opponent, both worth clapping over. But so that's your battle. But that's why you picked it. Hey, Nandi, Sun, and yeah, I already did. Please don't beg on my page. Like, go do something useful. I've got you are protected, Leo. They just don't understand because they're stupid. I mean, and maybe you haven't gotten to know this energy enough to pick up on how stupid. You know what I'm saying? Maybe surfacely, like, they can answer things like 1 + 1 is 2, right? But if you were to talk to them about things like souls, they'd be like, what the fuck is that? What is a soul? You know what I mean? Some of you guys are really just like, you under a demonic battle. Don't that's that. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me and I will book you. Otherwise, at the end of the reading, if I feel up to it, then I might answer a couple questions. It'll be $5 a question. And you can cash out me now. And then I'll agree. If you pay me, then I'll stick around. Let's just say that. Otherwise, yeah, book it, honey. Oh, no, I want to pull on those ones first. Give me a second. That's why I'm like, this isn't right. Something's not right about this. And it's like I went to the wrong deck. I gotta see this one. It's so tiny and it blends in with this desk. I forgot this one all the time when I have to put in the readings. Like, I gotta figure out something to do. Like, for like a little mat down somewhere with, for like the tiny little decks. Like, jeez. It's so tiny I can't see it. Is that what they said about you? Alright. We're on pause. Wait. No pause. Alright, Leo. We're getting back in it. Alright, we're down. Oh no. Death is woman's family. Like, it's bad, man. Some kind of virus is eating their, like, brain. I'm being, like, they should be in isolation. They're highly contagious. For some of you, this happens to this entity after, after they got paid for some shit. Right. They pay for the shit. And then they get in contact with some shit. Somebody from the group that attacks you ends up in contact with it. There's this horrible virus going around. And they gotta, I don't know, I feel like it's not one that's been around for a while. Like, there's like a new outbreak of something that's not being addressed yet. Yeah, there's a new outbreak. Okay, you are going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Right? I'm a lordy. Right, all the way back here. There it is. On this of you, I have a very false energy. Like, I feel like this person, yeah, bully. This person tried to, like, ask you out or something like that. And you said no. Right? I just want to be friends. And, because you're very friendly. Right? And you're like, no, I just want to be friends. And they're like, okay. And they act like they're okay with it. And they've got, like, a whole group going at you. Others, because of that, like, they make fun of you when you're not around them and you find out later. Whether they meant for that or not. Right? You're gonna be fine, though. I've got daydream. Yeah, you are always on their mind. Ew, creepy demons. Um, Shout out for the freaking, what movie is that? Practical Magic. Ooh, did you hear there's gonna be a second one? Like, I want to see this shit. But anyways, back to the message with it. They're always thinking about you, boo. You are always on their mind. Um, they're always imagining a life with you that's never gonna exist. And like I said, this thing's delusional. Yeah. Well, it's that working shit. Well, it's that working shit. Fury. It is so pissed. It is so pissed that you don't want it. But some of you guys might be dealing more with like a situation where this is someone who wanted your anointing, your path. They just wanted to be you. For some of you, this is not a lover situation. This has to do with like a best friend who can't handle that. Everybody's always like you might get referred to as the hot one, right? Like you might be in a group of girls and, you know, if the Spice Girls, right? And it's like sporty Spice, funny Spice, and then you're hot Spice. And because you're hot Spice, they get mad, right? They can't handle that you're hot Spice. It's caused jealousy in them, right? They don't like their Spice. They just want to be hot Spice. Natural disaster. I don't think you understand how much attention you draw, Leo. Like, I feel like cars have almost wrecked because of you. Like, you walk into rooms and, like, everybody's like, Leo. And it's like, oh, shit. Like, you're used to taking a lot of energy naturally. So you already were strong. That's why, like, this energy didn't understand what they were dealing with. For some of you, you haven't been through a spiritual battle before, but because you naturally take so much energy, right? Like people looking at you and stuff, you're stronger. Like you've had to deal with energies on different levels, and so it kind of gave you a workout before you got attacked. So for a lot of you, because of that, you didn't get your ass handed to you like you could have. You know what I mean? Others of you have made beef on beef or something. Hulked out. Hey. Like, stop them with your boot heel. Hey. Like, there was a little ant or something. Just like, that wasn't even hard. Like, what? Did you come around me? Welcome, loves. Thank you for those likes. Disturbance, yeah. This thing does not want to let go of you. Again, some of you guys might need to pray for like spells and hexes and intentions to be returned to sender in any way you see fit. Amen. It is empty. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. If you got instructions to pray something else, I mean, I would listen to those instructions. Because sometimes it's not just return to sender, right? Sometimes it's return to sender with extra fucking pain and suffering, right? Sometimes it's return to sender with extra awareness. It's really situationally based. And, you know, sometimes the instructions is to alert this motherfucker, teach this motherfucker a lesson, finish this motherfucker, right? Return to sender with death. Like, fuck you, ho. Yeah, nightmare. That's all you've ever tried to be to anybody. You know, to them, not you, honey, to them. That's all they've ever tried to be anybody is a fucking nightmare. That's where they're gonna die. That's why the instructions are to whoop their ass. You know what I mean? Like, for those of you where it's not death, like, they're still getting an ass whooping because they think this kind of behavior is okay. That's the point. They think this is all okay, and it's like, it's not okay to try and treat people like that. They're very demonic, fallen. I've got evidence, collaboration, fright, luck and promise. Ew, somebody was after you in your bed. Like you was gonna date somebody and they wanted to date them, and that's why they did it. And you know, for some of you that love's gonna come back around. Yeah, it's coming back around. So just have faith in that, right? They can't take what's yours. But they did try and fuck with it. And it's a whole lesson in, like, you know, really special soul contracts of love. And getting your ass kicked for trying to fuck with them. Alright, I've got evidence, collaboration, and fright. You're gonna find out that, you know, you're getting evidence, whether it's physical or spiritual. You're getting evidence about the group that worked together to, like, make your life a living nightmare, to try and destroy your stuff. Now, whether you're aware of this or not, you're gonna find out, because a lot of you guys are protected, and it's like, I don't feel like that applies to me, but it actually does, right? It's because right now your consciousness has a form of your life where it's like, with all the evidence I've been given, this is how I view the situation and how I believe the situation. Well, you're going to start getting the spiritual information soon, and that evidence is going to come in, and you're going to be able to view the actual truth of the situation, right? So it's the perceptions of your life and the truth, right? Because there's, like, the truth as you know it, and then the actual truth, and you're going to get the actual truth. Alright, we're going to get into the big one deck. Hey, two. Hey, Sko. Or Soko. You in Mexico? Oh, Mexico. Thanks for the kind words. Somebody just drove down the road and their grandma dies. That sucks. Or they already died. Or they might already have a dead grandma and the other one's dying. Sorry. I was getting information about something. I don't really feel like going down there to tell them about their grandma, though. Sometimes, like, I get messages for others where it's like, I gotta go tell somebody, hey, so-and-so is gonna die or died, or you have a message from so-and-so on the other side, all that kind of stuff. Depending on who you are, you might have similar gifts. Alright. I'm gonna drink some coffee, too. I'm meditating to be real now. Welcome, boo-boos. I mean, for lungs, like, I'm fine, but, like, my lungs were, like, capacity reached. I also have less capacity right now. I am so congested. Weather this year is crazy where I live. Like, normally this time of year, it's sunshine. It's, like, 80, and it's, like, fall. I know a lot of it has to do with the Canada fires really affecting stuff. But, like, I'm so fucking congested. I got spiritual gifts on the bottom. Again, for some of you, you were attacked. I've got Aries go with the flow. They gotta tell you about it. Yeah. They're not like big conjurers, they just like speak shit. You know what I mean? For whoever this applies to, this one, like, the most they can do is really talk shit about you. They can't really do anything. They may lie and be like, they may have tried, but there's a big majority where it's literally all they can do is just, like, talk shit, and that's it. Right. You are an oracle for someone here. You are an oracle. Looking into the type of oracle that you are, or what it means to be an oracle, right? Because we've got strong suits. For some of you, the Oracle Temple in Delphi. So if you guys looking into Oracle classes, some of you guys are more from, like, places like USA, where, at least for a long time, and still now, like, I'm not gonna lie, we don't really have Oracle classes in schools in the physical like other places do. And that's not something that a lot of people from the States know. But it's like, yeah, perception change, mind shift. Like, there's plenty of countries where there's literally like Oracle schools and stuff. Um, but looking at the temple in Greece, I forgot what freaking study on some. Welcome, welcome, yo. Thank you for them likes. Thank you for them subscribes. Oh, if you're new, reminder that I have church. Not a reminder then, because if you're new, how that can be a reminder? Breaking news. If you're new, I do church on Sundays. I'd love for you to join. Again, Akashic Records. Ow. Being important here. This battle, you signed up for it, or you had to take it. Moving solids. Light worker. For some of you, this is a repeat lesson, right? I have some of you where you have this past life where you would tell people your business, tell people messages, and it would fuck your shit up, or it fucked up something big enough to where, like, that's part of your life path for a reason, right? You know, and for some of you, you have the option to avoid this lesson. But then you couldn't accept some type of truth. And so it got threaded in. Right? It got threaded in. This was an avoidable ass level for some of y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. Or whatever your song placement is. But you know, some of you was majority was contracted, let's put it that way. But there's some of you where it was like, it could have been avoided. It could have been avoided. I got karma. Yeah, this is big karma for somebody here. Karma, karma, karma. Karma, 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 yeah, no. What is that one? Karma, karma? Or is it karma chameleon? What are the lyrics? Karma, 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 chameleon? Or karma, karma? I like doing lyric tests with my students, so if that annoys you, you don't have to watch. Or do you? Because I'm making you. Starseeds, don't you know? Can you keep up with the flow? Messages on frequencies. If you want to play a game, where could you hear what you're saying? Or would you be? What's your speed? Can you keep up? Hey, Sam. Hey, gal. What's up, babe? I've got custody issues, child support. This thing tries to own you. This thing tries to own you, possess you, dictate you. Others of you, again, trophy thing. Like, they may not try to, they may not be like where they want to do that to you, but it's like they want to possess you still in a way where it's like you're theirs and nobody else can have you. They like to view you that way. So you guys have got child support coming up, being very babied by this, treated as less, as incapable. Some of you guys are looking into, again, your parenting stuff coming up. For some of you, you know, the funny thing is, this thing fucks itself over because it calls CPS and then it has to pay child support to you. You might have been being kind and stuff and like keeping it off the books, right? But then they do this shit and then CPS is like, yeah, no, they gotta pay child support. Right? They ain't custody of shit. Watch what they have to say. Like I said, for some of you, this thing can really only speak the images to you. You know what I mean? Like, so say something like, say you're in this relationship and you split up with them, then being like, I'm gonna take the baby. They can't take the baby, honey. You know what I mean? Just because they say they can take the baby doesn't mean they can take the baby. But you might believe in that, and then you've got doubt and fear. And you know, I know family means you, boo boo. They're not gonna. Okay, stay good, and you're good. They're just speaking, and it's scaring you. And if that's what you might be looking forward to, adding a lot more calming stones, calming baths, shots, fuck it. Come on, Leo. We know. Right. Right. And I got more shots from time to time. Like, oh, here, right, nightcaps. I'm going to bed, man. Look at. Welcome, loves. Thank you for those likes. Oh, you are, Ricky? Thank you for alerting us. I've got internal conflict, yeah. This thing puts you in it a lot. About yourself or others. You know what I mean? The situation. Others of you identifying feelings you've been having. And how that translated into the spiritual battle that you were going through. And then we'll go through that. Watch who you talk to, if you talk to anyone before you take your classes, just because, you know, demons don't have the truth. I've got review relationships. Yeah, who's allowed to be around you and why? Some of you guys might not know still that you were under attack, and so this is all going to be revealed to you very soon. And that's just part of your story, but remember to write that stuff down. It's very important. Gossip or third-party interference, right? What that to say about you? Learning from that, though. Judas around or near. Crown chakra. Hold on. Sorry. Crown chakra, inner small circle, dark magic, or spells being done. Share time to shine. Someone came at you. You guys are going to be able to talk about this in the near future and like share your testimony. But crown chakra, inner small circle, dark magic, or spells being done. They're trying to block your visions, your thoughts. Like I said, for some of you, headaches, right? You pretty much got headaches. For some of you, that's what they were actually trying to do. Just to try and, like, mess with you and your thoughts and make you unable to really think. I've got breaking cycles or curses. Judas around or near third eye, again with those visions, and soul trap. Yeah, you consider this person fucking family. Like if they was a bestie, you was like, but you're like my sister, right? It was like your sister did it, right? Might as well been your sister, right? They went from, they was sister territory, and they done you dirty. Baby birth or beginning, they're trying to block you from it, keep you from it. They can't do that. I've got breaking cycles or curses. Nice. Alright, so yeah, be around this Judas. Or beware of this Judas. You are going to be aware of it. And that's what I'm saying. It's a very karmic relationship. For some of you, yeah, no, it didn't start out that way, right? It was like lights hanging out. And like I said, you got to be known as Hot Spice. And they just were pissed because they wanted to be Hot Spice. You know what I mean? Not that they weren't Hot Spice, but you know what I mean? Like, everybody knows why you were Hot Spice, right? So that's what caused the light to devolve, you know what I mean? Like, and then for others of you, I mean, you didn't want them. You don't want them. And they're like, nope. Others of you, I have someone who's trying to mess with you to change messages into what they think they should be for the public. Like, you might be somebody who's going to be a celebrity or something. You might have some kind of anointing like that, whether you know it or not. And an entity around you is like, well, I think I can alter them now. And kind of like, they're trying to change something around you into bullshit. Some kind of conformity or something for the majority. So just do those meditations. Welcome, babies. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for them likes. Oh my gosh, I almost finished. Almost coffee. I've got prosperity begins for you. Yeah, this separation allows you to grow, right? And then you grow into what you want, and you get what you want. So, I mean, solitude, yeah. It's for a reason, Leo. It's for a reason. If you end up in a solitude phase, remember that journaling's really going to help you out this time. Being able to embrace it. Yeah, I've got sacrifice. You know, even if it is a struggle for you, it is what's best. You know what I mean? And I have you getting there. So don't worry. Sacrifice, yeah. Something is being ripped away for a reason. Others of you, I have this really emotional ending where it's like you hear things that they said about you and it hurts. What they said about, you know, your rainbow, right? Your light, what you're here to bring. And it really does hurt you. But, and again, especially if you're one of the ones that's going to be a celebrity, if you have a leadership position, honey, and a leadership position is technically a school teacher. It doesn't matter if you're like, oh, I want to teach pre-K. Hun, you're going to have an entire pack that might be pissed off at you one day that could go against you. You're going to go under spiritual battles to handle packs. Okay, a lot of Leos do. It's not uncommon, right? I can handle a pack. Oh, no, you can. You can handle a pack, but that means I got to get ready for a pack. So, there's some of you, it's something as simple as that. And yeah, sometimes you make friends with the students and they become what feel like best friends sometimes. And they will betray you too. And it hurts just as bad. So just being prepared for that, boo. Passion ignited, yeah. Big soul purpose and lessons here. But as you see these things and get that information, it really brings you back to life, hon. Yeah, you're in a really big soul rebirth, especially with strength. A lot of you guys looking at strength specific when we feel outnumbered and stuff like that. I've got trapped in fear. Some of you guys really felt blocked from the light, or you do now, or you feel blocked from everybody else in your isolation. Others of you, I mean, what the hell you went through or thought you went through is really hard for you to process through. So just be aware of that on a spiritual level. So when you get prepared to receive these informations, expect your meditations to take longer. And there's really no way around that, hun. And it's just because and you guys are gonna have a couple lessons in that for some of you where it's like the meditation gets cut short, and so you're in the middle of fear when it gets cut, and then what happens? And it really does help people understand why meditations can take so long. Because some people don't know what spiritual battles are like because they don't really go through them. Except for during ascension years when they have to. I've got universe. Big vision scene. Big vision scene. Perspective shifts. Big breakthroughs for you. And you're like, this makes so much sense. I feel so much better about everything. I'm so excited about like who I am again in the universe, where I'm going in the universe. And hell yeah, this even helps. Like what I wanted to create in the universe. So I am so good in the universe right now. Yeah. Firm foundation. I am so good in the fucking universe. Like, I can take it on. I got this. I got this. Go Leo. Right? Big renewal and faith. Um, and hey, if this shook you where you were like, I feel abandoned by you. What the hell? Because sometimes that happens a lot. Right? I thought you had my back and then I just got my ass handed to me. How the fuck is this for me? You know what I mean? How is this for me? And it can be frustrating. But you're all getting that vision where it's like an understanding, oh, okay, that's how that's for me. Yeah, heart chakra, big healing. You're very loved. Um, you know, and hopefully being able to see that and understand that or see that from a new level and have a new understanding of how loved you are. Because when it comes to your spiritual relationship, right, you can always be loved more. It's not like I can't love you more, right? I can always love you more. Um, and it's just one of those times where you're like, wow, I think I'm loved more, right? And that means a lot when it's like, I'm loved more. And that's why they're so mad at you, right? They try to drag you through the mud. They try and destroy everything. And what do you do, Leo? Oh, did you get more love? Did you get more love in the end because you stayed a light? You got more love, right? It's like salt in an open wound for them at the end. The little demons hissing in hell. Right? She got more loved. She leveled up? How does that even happen? Right? They so mad at Leo. They so mad at Leo. Authority, heartache, and loss, and emotional withdrawal. Yeah. This thing tried to control you, manipulate you, dictate you, make you sick and shit. Ew. Ew. And it dies. Like it dies. That's evil. But you get more love. Wait till they hear. They more love. Why'd you get some like an anointing out of it? Oh wait, what? Right? Wait. Not only is you getting a cupcake, but you getting a cupcake with the sprinkles on it. What? Is you gonna throw cherry on it next? You getting a pony too, Leo? Like Leo got a pony? I bet Leo's getting a fucking pony. Right? Why not? They're loved more. So that sucks. Demons, man. Oh, loves and welcome. Yeah. A bunch of targets running down the road. I teach energetic assassination, by the way. So if you're interested in any of those classes, just let me know. But yeah, a bunch of targets going down the road. I'm always having classes. Getting everybody through this little ascension thing. Teach, everybody. Heart of the source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. Getting back to bliss again, baby, and peace. A lot of you guys, again, those big heart healings, but not even big heart healings, like heart expansion. Like your heart chakra goes through a huge transformation through this. Because individual chakras can go through upgrades. And so you guys are going through a big heart chakra upgrade. Others of you, you may have other things going on. But for the Leo collective as a whole, you're looking at a Leo collective that's of the light that applies to. It's a heart chakra upgrade. Because not all Leos are going through it, but the majority of the like collective I'm talking about with star seeds and stuff. Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. Right? And you do that, Leo. You went through this battle, and for a lot of you, you might have been like, I feel like I sucked at this shit. And I was like, to be honest, if you looked at the averages, like, you did above average in it. Others of you, I mean, average. But most of you did what? Above average with it, right? You took it with grace. Like, people wouldn't have even known you were being fucking punched, right? Because Leos are strong. Like, they're made stronger or something like that. Right? But you took it with so much freaking grace. And I was like, why? That's why you guys get hated on sometimes. Leo's so strong. Leo's so strong. And you'd be surprised. You'd be like, why didn't they come to me like for advice on that? And it's because I don't want to hear about how good you did with it. I'm fucking doing horrible at that test. Like, so, no. I don't want Leo's story and testimony and hearing how you took it. And yeah, you're strong and like, you got a fucking plus. And I'm like, dude, every day I wake up crying, putting my middle finger up at you. Right? Like, I just can't handle it, God. I got Bob. Like, okay, Bob, light codes. Light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. Some of you guys finally get to play with this. Some of you guys are going to be starting classes on magic here soon. Remember, if you want to take any of those from me, just ask, right? I think I have those ones running in August too, as far as like energetic classes. Other ones that are like in the physical, August schedule is primarily shadow work, so that everybody can finish healing in time to start with like basic stuff while we all go through this collective ascension. Just because you want to take a class does not mean you'll get to take a class. You have to pass the entrance exam, like, unless just being a good person. Right, I understand respect and kindness. I'm not going to try and do anything to ruin the class. I'm not going to do anything to harm another. What was another one? I have to be able to meditate for 5 minutes. And listen. I have to be able to listen and receive a message. You know what I mean? Okay, otherwise you can't take my classes. Starbeam healing codes. Important information. Wounds are healed. Recharging. Remember, I'm having an out-of-body experience right now. So you're not connecting to me. If you didn't want to listen to that truth, just because you like to pick lies, doesn't mean the truth isn't happening. It's still existing, right? And a lot of you guys are delusional. And that's why I was like, you just can't be here. You just can't be here. You don't understand how protected everything in existence is, right? Just because you're unloved in hell doesn't mean that everybody else is. Or hell, even if you're like the fallen ones, where it's like, you're in your vessel, but you're not protected, right? You're not loved and protected. So, like, you're getting bad karma and shit's not good for you. If your bad karma is about to start and you was just like, I'm not getting bad karma, ha ha ha. Well, remember, you know, it's getting ready to start. Or did you not know that? Right? Because for some of you guys, and that was the mindset of them, right? Like, because nothing bad's happening to me in the physical, or nothing that bad. I think I'm going to be okay, even though they were being told by their guides and everything else. No, like, you're going to go to hell, dude. You have to not do that. And they were like, no, 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 no. So, it is what it is. Best to part ways, because idiots aren't welcome. Others of you, you might be getting understanding into more healing lines on Earth. Some of you guys checking out Autistic Mystics, he has a cartology one that he did. He was talking about cartology. He does that every once in a while. So one of his cartology posts, I've got Stargate healing, heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. Again, Leo, you are so protected. You are so loved. A lot of you guys looking at a heart chakra upgrade, like I said. Otherwise, expect big healing and breakthroughs in it. Get out into Earth if you can for healing. Those of you like in instructions led to places. Earth star activation, anchoring grounded action, Isis energy. Yeah, big transmutation when you get to a landline. There's something that happens with your energy. You need to write that down when you get a chance. Again, this is very important testimony for you. Right. I don't know if this real, man. Angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. Somebody's gonna like understand something about galaxies. That there are multiple galaxies. That there's life in multiple galaxies. Alright, you guys are gonna have to forgive me a second. I have to tinkle. I will be right back. Okay? And then we'll finish the reading. I'm so sorry. Give me a second. Sorry, I have a chair. Very. So what? You want that electricity? Oh, shit. So, y'all. Oh, no. I got to go to the bathroom. But I'm pretty sure the electric company was pulled in during my meter. It is not good. And I'll explain that on a different frequency. But yeah, I might be losing power here a little bit. This just sucks, man. Oh, Lord. Anyways, that's a long story. Yeah, I heard it. Let me know. Okay, so let's get into your spiritual gifts. Did we already do that one? No. Okay. Actually, no. I think I do when I go into the moon one. Oh, Lordy. I've got spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Getting clear understanding here after some kind of reflection phase. I've got work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Yeah, for some of you, that battle has you shook, baby. It has you shook, and you're like, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And if you're one of the students, dealing with Scorpio stuff, because that is actually a class, it's not real. It's all in your head. It just seems like it's happening. Okay. If this is you through your personal battles, though, like your spiritual battle that you went through, who went to attack you, and not being scared to look at what you thought was happening or what's happening, and learning from it. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. Yeah, there's a big shift. Check. For some of you, I know 888 is real big. I know 888 is real big. By the end of this month, like, for some of these entities, they're dead by the end of this month, and it's your birthday present. Like, well, end of Leo month, if we're in Leo month. But, like, for some of you, it's a closeout at Cancer. But we in Leo, boo-boo. I think. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Either way, like, I got a birthday present for Leo and it was their death. But yeah. And a lot of you, like I said, they went after your kids and stuff. Or your home. Other family members. Maybe your sisters. Or brothers. Or cousins. I've got aunts, grandparents. And it's like, no. Right? Real close family member or neighbors or something. Right? It was somebody that, like, you see as family. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. You are strong. You're very strong. You are very capable. Alright. I've got surrender to the divine. Full moon. I have someone who, like, tried to pretend to be God. They may not be an actual Leviathan, because Leviathans do a lot of things, but one of the things they can do is, try to sound like God. And it's like, it fooled you, hon. It fooled you, and so you believed it. Don't let your pride get in the way. Full moon in Leo, yeah. Accepting the truth, because you ain't going to be able to move forward, and that's the point. So, you know, the sooner we get to acceptance, the sooner we get to move forward in life. All right. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Surrender to the divine. And you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Big healing transformation vibes. Getting the perspective very soon on why whatever hardship you went through, right? And it's over for a reason. Alright, hold on 1 second, sweet face. I left that somewhere. Alright, I'm actually going to do that. I'm gonna go grab something real fast. Ooh. Skirt like that. Like what the fuck? Right, that's all I am. Okay. Yes. We gotta ask Judith. I was like, I asked my girl that left the moment, or she could bring it over, but then it's like, alright, sorry about that. That was like the weakest rolled cigarette I've done in a minute, but I was trying to like rush. Oh my goodness. Okay, meter reader thing. You'll understand. But okay. So what do we got going forward? I've got stones. Alright, sorry guys, I do apologize. Thank you for those who are still kicking it. I know that like, you know, the reading got interrupted more than once, so I do apologize about that. Pretty freaking stressful, but hey, shit happens. Okay. I'm sorry. I just like, I'm so worried they're gonna come out and shut off my electricity now. Like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that soon. So I'm like, but it is what it is. I know I'm gonna be okay. It's just like, it's not really me. I have roommates, right? Um, something like a shit, right? It's not good. Like, we all just started living together, and it's a long story, but like, all crap, man, all crap. So, I'm hoping that doesn't happen, and I can get down there and get stuff situated before they send someone to disconnect my shit. This is not good. in the kitchen. I looked out the window. I was backing it down the road. Like, it looked like they were coming on my driveway. And I haven't had time to really process through everything that I saw. But if that's the case, it's like, I know they read my meter, but I'm not supposed to have electricity right now. That's good. Right, there's a big Louise chat. Welcome, loves, welcome. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Okay, alright, Leo. Where we at with this? Alright. Again, I do apologize to make you guys wait longer for more of your answers. Something about compassion. Someone didn't pass the compassion test. Hematite, self-healing, grounding, right opportunities, and justice. Yeah. Some of you guys looking at wearing this to pull toxins from your physical vessel, understanding that, like, you're really protected right now, or you're going to be if you're going through this battle now and it's about to, like, wrap up or something. But those deaths, those birthday presents to you, Leo, like, you deserve them, right? Because you're loved and they're not. Remember? You got that big extra love, that's salt on the wound. Tiger's Eye, luck and new ventures, willpower, creative flow, and overcoming fear. For some of you guys holding this while you do those meditations, it's got a lot of strength to it too. It's a very empowering stone, so it's very good for taxing, trying energetically tougher meditations and classes, right? Like, this one helps us get through that. It helps move you when you feel stuck or you are stuck. And patience, y'all. Patience, patience, patience. Why you struggle so? Blue topaz, finding a spiritual ally, higher wisdom, abundance, and forgiveness. Some of you guys are going to learn a new team after you get through stuff. Like I said, some of you guys are going to be raining down justice yourself. Others of you, there's a team that's like delivering justice that they're going to have some stuff to share with you. What happens to shithead? Right? Whatever happens to shithead, happens to shithead. And it's for the best, right? Karma has to be served. Like, whether you agree with what ends up happening to them or not, you have to understand it's for the best of the universe, not just your personal preference and views of that individual, right? And, you know, it can be, you know, Leo's got such big hearts. Like, yeah, like, but the punishment is the punishment for a reason, hon. And it doesn't have to make sense to you. You have to accept it. Right? And once you accept it, you'll probably understand it. But you shouldn't have to have details in order to be at peace with something. So you guys are struggling with some kind of block that you haven't identified yet. I've got golden topaz, faith, wise action, perseverance, and confidence. Yeah. Stick with it, honey. Especially if you're one of the ones who hasn't identified that block yet. Don't give up. Right? Pick this stone. Right? It'll help you. Don't give up. Sometimes it is hard to identify energies, right? Some energies for us, you know, we get exposure to them once and we're like, I can identify that. You know what I mean? And I understand that, at least on the basic levels of what it is, right? Maybe not all of its complexities, but on level one, you're like, yeah, no, right? Other ones, even on level one, it's just like, the fuck is this? Earth. Oop, no, wait a second. Oh, it's a dump truck. I'm playing a dump truck. Alright, Earth. Abundance, fertility, harvesting, and logic. For some of you, you know, things may have made logical sense, and that's why they were so much more believable. But the truth, you know, don't get me wrong, it makes sense too, right? Truth always do. But it's just how long it takes you to get to the point where it makes sense. But you believe logic over truth, and that's where you went astray. And so you guys have to accept that truth. Like, you're dealing with that pride issue, and it's like, you have to accept you're wrong, right? So you can accept the truth, so you can start understanding it. The longer you deny it, how are you going to understand something that you're denying, right? You have to actually accept it. I've got Peridot. Well-being, attracting money, good luck charm, healing heartbreak. Carnelian on the bottom with self-trust, relationship rejuvenation, powers of concentration, and healing from abuse. And then selenite, psychic insight, blessings, fidelity, deep connection. Welcome, loves. Thank you for those likes. I have yes or no. If you have a specific question, there'll be 3 piles to pick from. Please go with whichever one resonates for you. Pile 1, your answer is unlikely. Pile 2, your answer is wait. A year from now for pile 3. Ego Shakti, we may yearn for circumstances to unfold according to our personal preferences. Yet to trust in divine timing alleviates stress and fosters a more peaceful relationship with the universe. Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong side. A negative cycle is due to end and a new dawn shall arise. Someone still doesn't know anything about tarot readings. Lalita Tripura Sundari? A chapter in your life is closing and will not be reopened. This will be reason for celebration. Whatever you need to release right now shall create the space for what is divinely destined for you to manifest through her grace. You shall enjoy a change of pace and a release from intensity. Open your heart to the beginning of a golden era. Welcome, loves. Welcome. Oh, I got really excited. I thought that was Left Right by Lizzo. I love that song. Is my bank account? I'm about to talk to the left, to the right. Right. Buva Nasfari. She is the rising sun, marking the end of darkness and the replenishment of life force after illness or devastation. She creates a clean slate and a fresh start. She protects and preserves that which is worthy of the heart. She shines in a perpetual state of divine beauty and radiance, attracting to us the most supportive and honoring circumstances. I got a Harakali. Your heart cannot be contained or constrained by what has taken place in your life. Your heart wisdom and empowerment is growing, and soon you shall have the wisdom and courage to accomplish something significant to your soul journey. Trust in the invisible workings of divine love in your life. Let your heart be at peace as it guides you onward. Again, big heart chakra upgrades, right? I mean, to yours, into the divine. Like, you gotta understand, you really are loved more now. Like, you're a good person. Right? Are you trying to make the favorites list? What? What? Are you gonna be the one that you get mama tattooed on your arm? You would, Leo. You would. Right. You know how much I love my mama, right? That's Leo. I got the mama tattoo. Alright, let's see what prayers they are for you. God, what toxic behavior, mindset, or addiction do I need to address? Right. You do not have to be right. Like, you know what I mean? You need the truth to be right. You can't always think of the truth, right? You can't always think of what's right. It has to do with pride. It's not messed up, but apparently you couldn't keep up. And maybe you didn't receive it because you were trying to send like ill will towards me or the universe. And I was like, you can't do that. Just because you want to send energy doesn't mean you get to send energy. And just because it feels like you're sending energy to you doesn't mean you're actually sending energy. Something's too stupid to live. Seizure, stroke, make it twitch. Oh my God, thank you for always being with me. If I have any doubt, please show me now how you were there. Someone's been tasered. As with 11 and expansion. I've got God, thank you for my twin flame, weird soulmate, or kingdom spouse. Please bless, protect, and bring them closer, whether they are in my life or not. Amen and Asante. And yeah, and that's what I'm saying. For some of you, the love is what they went after. The love's getting returned, hon. Right? They're coming back to you. You get to have what you were supposed to have, right? They can't take it. They can't take it. They're coming back to you, boo boo. They're coming back to you, yay, Leo. Everybody got the tissues ready, right? And they be like, oh my God, Leo got the love. Leo got love. Right? It's so cute. I'm so happy for you. Happy birthday to you. Your enemies die, and your prince comes back too. And it's like best birthday ever. You gotta check what year this is in your charts. And you can literally check your charts against every year and how like your story is woven in and how like it's explained how things are lining up. And that's why in a lot of books, like another sign, if your religion had any type of spirituality to it at all, right? Was referencing things like needing to understand astrology, right? The heavens being the charts of your life and stuff like that, how they guide you, navigate you, and things like that. It's really important. My music's on silence. Silent tone. Alright, God, please let me see my enemies that are gonna die. Alright, please help me forgive them. I mean, yeah. I mean, remember, forgiveness is for you, right? And it helps get you to like a different type of peace, right? And like, but this prayer gonna help you. Prayer gonna help you. Alright, boos. On the bottom, I've got, God, please fill me with your light. Shine a light on any darkness or negativity I need to release. Amen and Asante. You know what I mean? Some of you guys are that, like, I don't love you. Because you'll be like, you know, it's just ish, and it's just stupid shit. And it's like, and you still gotta, like, acknowledge how it made you feel. Right? That made you feel like shit. It hurt. It hurts so fucking bad. You know what I mean? And honestly, like, it's not gonna hurt as bad, the memory, as once you originally went through it or whatever. But you're kind of being called back to those and clearing them out. And you'll see, like, that there's more light that you can bring to it. A different type of forgiveness. Alright. I hope that this helped you in some way or fashion. And I do look forward to connecting to you on a future reading. Alright, I love you guys so much. Guys, oh, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And again, if you're interested in those personals, the links are in the description below. Or not, they should link, but my email's in there, my Cash App, and my PayPal. So, all that information. Oh, okay. Alright. Bye, guys. I love you.